I pressed the wrong button initially. Wait, let me turn my mic down a bit. Yeah, I initially pressed the wrong button. But hello. Hello. Also, yes, you are correct. Guten Abend, Banyas. Um, Let me just quickly check how the sound is. Hello, Omen. Hello. How are you? Testing, testing. I can't wait. Did I say something? I'm a bit quiet. Okay, I'm doing my best. Okay. Also, give me, give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. I'm so sorry. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Fuck me, man. Also, hello. Hello, both of you. The reason why I was still quiet was because I was gone for a moment. Listen, I said I was going to be back in a tiny bit. Hi. How are we? Um, I'm so sad that I couldn't stream the last week, essentially. I was sick. I'm still a bit sick. I don't know if you can tell by my voice. Yeah. But I did a little update. I did a little like updating because the customizable model got an update. And as I say, I can't recommend getting a customizable model enough. It really, really teaches you a lot about utilizing a model before you actually get like your actual one, before you spend like thousands of bucks on it and you're essentially being like, what do I do? I'm glad you like it. Guess what? I can take it off. Yeah, I wanted to show the new features. The update essentially gave new outfits. I know, right? But the new outfit, yeah, like it came with like four different outfits. One of them was a more cyber punk-esque one, which is like absolutely fitting for me. So I was like, I need to make an outfit. And it comes with so many different ones. I still want to customize and like make more outfits. Also, I get myself a hair clip. And I made my hair a little shorter because accurately my hair, it's like it's giving pixie like the length, but this one is fine for now. It's the closest it'll get. The other one was a bit too long for my liking. I finished stream and they got great timing. Look at us go. How was stream? What did you do? You're gonna say something corny? No, you can't. You can't. You can't say that and not say it. You have to say it. But yeah, no, I got a jacket. And then like this one, I love it. I love it because it comes with a phone. Same. I love like honestly, dead ass. Like let me show the full fit. I would wear something. I would. I would totally wear something like this. Mind you, what as well, when they give updates, there's like first the outfits, they give you like three different versions of each, and then you can like take off the accessories. Dude, there's so much customization when it comes to this. You can do so much. And there's so much like coloring you can do as well. And so like that way like, you look so unique. Even if you have the same thing as someone else, you won't it'll never look the same, which is what I really appreciate. And as I said, I can't recommend customizable models enough because it teaches you like a whole lot on how to use VTube Studio and how to um customize things to like how you like it. Okay, yeah, but you say like, "Oh hell nah, my thoughts was too corny." Just say it. Just say it. I'm a corny person. Just like speak. But yeah. So, um so we have that. We have the phone. And then I gave what is this? Okay, I didn't. Oh yeah, this one is normal. So what else I have? What else do I have? I decided to give myself a little update. This is a little hint to something that I want to plan. It's been it's been in the making, you know. Um so this is it. What did I not I pressed the wrong thing. That was the wrong thing as well, but I got myself glasses. I gave myself glasses and then Do we like? This hairstyle is it's definitely like a hint to something I am planning in the future. Yes. Yes. I will be your sexy secretary. But yeah. But also one thing that I did as well. Oh my god, wrong button. With the outfit, do you see the heart? I made it glow. And I did the accessories as well. I made them glow too. And what else I did? What else? What else? What else? I made the phone glow. That's why I'm saying VTube Studio is so versatile. Are we playing some Banyas? I'm gonna need you to be patient. We are gonna play something. We are gonna play something, but you also need to understand I want to talk and catch up because I was sick. You prefer yapping? I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad you prefer yapping, but also I don't know how if I can like yap for like 2 hours straight. I can like I think the longest I've yapped on before playing was like 45 minutes, which is insane. But yeah, I was sick. So I want to catch up. Yeah. I got scared for a second as well because I'm like, am I going to have to scold you? Am I going to have to tell you that, hey, be nice? Be nice to me? But yeah, as I was saying, like, there's so much you can, it's so versatile. If you don't want to invest into like if you don't want to invest into a full model yet, get a customizable one. Most of them are what 100 euros on average. That for the amount of effort put into the model, that's a bargain. Because a normal model can range from a thousand upwards, and then that's the art alone. Rigging that will also cost you like 2 grand. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if did I put this model? I didn't make it. As I said, it was a customizable one, but I did customize it myself. The overlays, so like the glowing that you see, I did myself, which is really easy. You can do it, anyone can do it on VTube Studio. So the model itself, absolutely not. I credited who put up the model. I recommend, like, 100% recommend them. Absolutely worth it. But like the little details you see, as I said, like with the glowing, um, I did that. It's the same with yeah, like my nails. You can see the heart is glowing. If you can see like on the jacket, let me the sleeves are brighter as well. The metallic parts, so like these parts are glowing too. The ears are biteable. All right. You get a for you, Omen, you get a close look. I'm glad you like the stars. As I mentioned it before, I love that that's like that was there because it's so fitting for my model. But also just the details of glowing eyes is just it does something to me. I'm just looking at myself and I'm like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'm that girl. Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm just glad to be streaming again because I'm in my safe space. I'm so happy. It does. It gives big baddie. Like no. This whole like thing, obviously for now, it is gonna like streaming is a hobby, but it is a hobby that I am putting funds into because if I'm able to, I would love to do so much more with it. I'm so thank you. I'll do my best to continue to do more for the community because y'all are my loves. Oh, wrong one. That's how I feel about y'all. Hearts. Hearts. You're so sweet. Don't make me cry. I'll do my best. Is what I like. As I said, there is a lot I want to do, and it's coming to fruition slowly. As mentioned, I'm not gonna hide it. I am planning to do audios. The scripts are being made. The art is being made. Recording is happening. And as mentioned with that, I there are going to be three of the ones I make. I'm making about five altogether. Three of them are going to be for free, so anyone can hear them. And basically, they'll be used as a means to be like, oh, okay, if you like it, here you go. Like, you get a sample of what it sounds like, and if you like what you like, bam, subscribe, give me your money. No, no, obviously I wouldn't do that, but oh my god, wait, yeah. I'll probably Omen. I'll probably send you the scripts for you to read because a lot of them are like POV situations and they're very a lot of them like the whole like audio thing is very in tune with my lore because I am supposed to I'm an AI essentially and I'm here to I'm here to help people go to sleep. And these audios are essentially going to be like just close your eyes and imagine you own a VR set and scenarios are like you can't sleep. Like let me set the tone. Let me set the tone. You can't sleep. You own, the company's like VR set and you have me like obviously you bought the DLC, You bought whatever DLC, whatever additions you need. You put it on. You choose your setting and then you have the scenario play out. And those are essentially the audios. Well, obviously, it's not real life. I mean, what? What? I mean, of course it is, because I am totally an AI that is supposed to help you go to sleep. That is my job. What? I just stream in my free time. But yeah, no, there's quite a bit I have planned. Mm. Like I will send you the script. But yeah, planned. And I've also listed like one of my goals. I set this like way like sometime last year when I was still trying to get affiliate. I was like, oh, one of the things I want to do, one of the things I want to be able to do is crush a watermelon with my thighs. I think that's going to be one of my goals for when I like debut with an official model. And it will be streamed. Like, you will actually, it'll be live streamed. So that is a goal for y'all to keep in mind. I will. As I said, that's like, so that is a goal I have in mind that I want to do. What do you mean finally? That's terrible. It's cold. I live in Canada and winter -20. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Oh, you hit above. Congrats. It's so icy here in Germany. Crazy icy. Like, the average people watching experience is seeing people trying not to fall over. Or they do. Or they do. But yeah, the whole like plan for today, we're keeping things pretty chill, pretty relaxed. There was a game that I want to continue. It's called Her Story. The premise of that game is essentially you're trying to solve a crime and everything is like through clips that you're reviewing. It's really weird, the premise, because it looks like, I don't know if like they're twins or it's a case of DID. Interesting game. Haven't played it in a while. I was gonna play it today regardless. No, I like cold weather. I get warm very easily. I do prefer cold weather, but like not to the point where I'm like contemplating life. If it's like, you know, between 0 and 10, I'll wear like a normal coat, like a leather jacket, maybe a scarf, call it a day. I'm cool. We're getting below 0? Excuse me. No. But like I prefer winter to summer because with winter you can always like stack up on outerwear. On summer, once you strip down, you can't go any further. Plus, I ain't like who's out here wanting to commit public indecency, you know? No one wants to be walking around naked. People probably do want to be, but it's not allowed. I'm not sure. I think like even -5 may be a bit too much. Like, wait, let me see what the weather is right now. It's currently 0 degrees. A hoodie at -5. You're crazy. That's insane. Couldn't be me. I'd stay inside if I could. Mm. Yo, did I? I'm trying to look. Are the jiggle fizz? Oh my god. Oh my. Y'all, they are very jiggly. But oh my god. That's kind of crazy. A t-shirt, a hoodie. Y'all seem like heaters. Like, please, let me hold your hand. What do you mean? What do you mean you're fine with that? Lucky. But also like I'm sure like if you're like physically very warm, I'm sure summer isn't like that fun. Summer sounds annoying then. Oh, okay. Then yeah. There's always a downside to stuff like that. My comfort zone is when the weather is between like 10 and 20 degrees. I think for me that is comfortable. That is very, very comfortable. I wouldn't say I'm a heater. I have very cold hand and feet like all the time because I'm anemic. So fall is nice. I think I'm a spring girly just because my birthday is in stream. My birthday is in stream. My birthday's in spring. I'm a May girly. But I think obviously understand why a lot of people don't like spring, especially with hay fever. There can be a lot of rain. I'm very lucky that I don't have hay fever. Maybe it's because I'm a spring girly. My body knew not to give me hay fever. Damn. That's a shame. I'm sorry to hear. Ooh, okay. Yeah, no, that's dumb. That's not fun. July. Oh, your birthday is in the height of summer, like when it gets bad. No, the weather has been super extreme lately because last year summer was crazy. And now the winter is as cold as it's like been in a while. It hasn't been this cold in years. It makes me think like, okay, global warming. No, not good. Not good at all. Yeah, I just caught myself and I'm like, who am I trying to mog? Oh my god. Oh, plan. So, we're going to be playing a game. I'll give a quick explanation. It's called Her Story. It's like a game based on watching clips of a video trying to solve a crime like a murder. Um, and you're like essentially tagging these videos and like you're searching up keywords to try to find more videos. Mind you, I've played like maybe a good at least 5 hours of this game and I just hit 50% of like everything watched. I can't. Why are there so many videos? But yeah, like the whole concept is like this like the woman. I can't. I'm trying to still figure out if they're twins or if it's like a DID situation. But like one of them has a tattoo, one of them doesn't. But then like also there's like a third person. I forgot their names at this point. But they also use like essentially to communicate as well because it looks like they were separated at birth. They use this like but it was like a weird situation because they always switched places, but it was like a really bad like it's not like funny like the parent trap, it's bad. Like for example, when one of them liked the guy, the other person who was more outgoing, went out with the guy. She slept with the guy. She lost her virginity to that guy. But because the other person, like the other essentially the twin, hadn't lost it, she couldn't sleep with him because it would be obvious. I don't really I'm a biology person. That's not really how it works. But yeah, it was a really weird situation. And then with their now husband, they try to do that as well. One of them was like, "Yeah, we kept on switching places," but the other person was like, "Oh no, we didn't do that. I was there by myself." But it was weird. So then the one who essentially the quote unquote Shire one slept with that dude, got pregnant, and they had to get married. So that meant like no more switching places because one of them was pregnant, but then she had a miscarriage. And then the other sister was like, I'm so glad because, when one, now we're the same again, which is like crazy to say. And then like they were also explaining that like, because they were pretending to be the same person, when one person gets hurt, the other person has to get hurt. If someone gets punched in the face by someone else, the other person needs a black eye too, so they'd match. Crazy work. Interesting game, but crazy. And I'm still trying to understand. And what I've been doing as well, so that like to help me, is I would write down the keywords so I know like what keywords to look up. Crazy game, but super interesting. But yeah, let's set things up. Let's set things up. Okay. Her story. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, I've played the game for 4 hours and we are about 50% through the game. Like, not through the game, through the database. I'm so glad you like it. It's every time I feel so happy because I'm like, look at this. Just give me a second. Okay. You can hear the music now. Okay. Tell me if like anything's too quiet. Okay, yeah, see. So this is the video I was looking at before. See, this is what I put the tags as. Like, I listen to the video, we see which keywords stand out, and then we write it down. Okay, I just need to find the video I was on. Oh my god. I think I watched these. I watched these as well. I'm looking for one that says straight because that was the last thing I searched. Girl, what? Oh my god. Coffee glass. I remember this one. I think it's this one that I watched last. So, okay. Let's look it up. So yeah, for example, here, gave him the word Smith. It searches the database, and then any new video, you'll see like an eye on the top right corner. So we looked at all these videos. Shit, I wrote down as a keyword. Look through all of that. Sorry. Yeah, oh, okay. There we go. That is something we hadn't looked at just yet. So these are 3 new videos. And like, yeah, there's just like this weird thing where it feels like they're 2 different people. Yeah, another thing that made me like realize like, oh, this is weird, because one time when I looked up the word coffee, one of them was like, oh, I just like my coffee like black. Also one of them is pregnant as well. So unless the other person managed to get pregnant, it's like, you know? And the other one was like, oh, I like mine with milk and sugar. And I was like, oh, so these are 2 different people, either 2 different people or 2 different personalities. But again, one of them has a tattoo on their arm and the other one doesn't, unless it's like a fake one each time. But yeah, okay, so this is blank, meaning I haven't added any tags in yet. So we watch the video and then I write down tags, and then yeah, we go from there.
Yeah, I've been mounted up in Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them.
So for example, with this one, the ones that popped out to me was, and I write it down so that I remember, is Doug, Eleanor, and sorry. Also, yeah, tell me if the sounds is a bit too quiet, and then I add it to the session. I mean, like, you know, there are also people sometimes who watch and don't want to say anything. Each to their own. It's okay if no one doesn't want to speak. It'll just make people feel like they're obligated to, and that's not the type of environment I want to build. No one is obligated to say something. I'm very thankful when people say something because then I can respond to stuff, but I'm also able to keep a conversation going on my own. I don't think that's an issue. But I'm also I'm grateful to both you and Omen for conversing.
Sorry.
Sorry.
The picture. The way it's drawn just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me.
Very.
Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it.
Rapunzel.
Are any of these in colour?
Brain. Color. Those are the ones that stood out to me. So yeah, that's essentially the premise of the game, trying to figure stuff out. And there's so much to this game, but I also want to be the type of person that finishes a game on stream. I don't just want to play something and then like not touch it again, because there's some games I've done that with and I want to stop doing that. Rapunzel. Favorite. Brain. Color. Last video.
Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again?
It does, because that's another thing, like them talking about fairy tales and like words that keep on popping up is like fairy tale. Rapunzel comes up a lot. Books, attic, like an attic, dollhouse. All of those words pop up quite a bit. Okay. So next video, do you see how many videos we have? I shouldn't have done that. I don't know where I am. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh no, this one, right? Yeah. Okay, see? So many keywords. All right, next word we look up photo. Okay, we looked at all those videos. 17. Okay. Wedding. Okay. All right, 2 new videos on wedding. Yeah, that's kind of like essentially what I picked up. One of them was essentially not allowed to go out ever. She was essentially just trapped. It's so weird because so essentially the person who died, who was murdered, was their husband. I say their because I don't know who is who just yet. And now we're trying to figure out like what happened to him, who killed him. Yep.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton.
Hotel.
It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, alone together.
Alone.
Since then, we've always tried to go away for our holiday.
Maybe Rapunzel was her favorite because she was trapped. Oh! Yo, actually, that is such a smart way of thinking. Oh, that is so big. One of them is absolutely very good at manipulating, and it's hard to tell because who knows? Because at some point they could constantly be switching place, saying they're the other. It's so hard to tell, but that is such a good shout, saying that the reason why maybe one of them loves Rapunzel so much was because she was trapped all her life. That is such a good shout. I did not think of that. Oh man, you're so smart. You're so smart. Hotel, Brighton, baby, home, alone, together, holiday. No, it's really interesting, and now like I really want your take on like if you can spot differences between the two of them now. Like I'm so curious. But like for some reason there's also someone named no, there's a third person who I think shows up because this was like these are videos all like you can notice that some clips are of the same video. Look, it seems that there is a third person involved, and on the last day when essentially saying that this person who looks like them, who she says, oh yeah, she has a tattoo of an apple and a snake, and the guy was like the husband essentially he had an argument with the one of them who he actually ended up marrying, you know, because she got pregnant. Had an argument, he ran off, went to a bar, sees one of them who is like, wow, you look exactly like my wife. He guesses her name and she says, yeah, my name is like, you know, a tribute, like my name became a tribute to essentially the tattoo she got with the apple and the snake, which made me think there was the mention of Eve so much, meaning that there is a third person named Eve. which is like, what? It's so interesting, but like, it's crazy. This game, there's so much to it.
Yeah, that's Simon's watch.
Simon. Yeah, Simon is the guy who died.
Eric. He got it this year.
Eric.
It was a wedding anniversary.
Year.
Steel.
Anniversary.
It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste.
Steel. Diane.
That time. You must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
Glasgow. I'm getting better at picking up things now. I think like that's why I am such a huge fan of the name Lilith. The whole concept of Lilith, especially the whole mystery of her being like Adam's first wife, the whole like mystery about her chef's kiss. She just seems like that bitch. I just love the name Lilith. Simon. Watch. Eric. Year. Anniversary. Gift. Steal. Diane. Play the coffin. I know like incest isn't the main thing around that game, but I think the whole concept of the fact that that is even a possibility kind of put me off. I don't know how I feel about like that whole ancestral situation. And I feel like, okay, maybe I'm a hypocrite because I like Game of Thrones, and as we know, the Targaryens are a little, you know, and a lot of characters I like are like parts of the Targaryen dynasty. So call me a hypocrite. Also in the vid, she redirected from the picture a lot. Yeah. Yeah, there was like a lot. You in your mind. You're so, again, like I will say, you're so smart, Omen. You're so smart. Okay. Of wedding, then we've already looked up Simon. I know that Simon is the guy who died, and there are obviously 6. So it says you only have access to 5 of the first entries. His name has been mentioned 61 times because he's the victim. So of course. And it's so hard to tell because I'm trying to remember their names. Was it like, I think maybe one of their names, I don't know if it was Hannah. Oh, parent, alright. I
got pregnant.
Yeah, so this is the one who got pregnant.
Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
Yeah, so this is the one who got married. She doesn't have a tattoo on her arm. That is the one like I noticed because with one person there was a tattoo on this side of her arm. I don't know if that's Eve. I don't know if that's the other person. I think like I don't remember their name. As I want to say, I think one person's name is Hannah. Because the thing is, it's called Her Story, but mind you, and like the store, like if you go on the page on like Steam, it says what a woman is interviewed 7 times by the police. Mind you, this might not be the same woman.
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. A miscarriage and then my parents.
Yeah, she's the one who had to marry because she got pregnant. Her parents miscarried and they died. I remember something about this as well. They died a very mysterious death. They were talking about how it must have been poisoning because the father picked up, like, goes mushroom foraging, but somehow they end up dying of poisoning by the mushrooms, which is, like, if he's done foraging for so long, how? Which other one? Wait, let me write this down and then we'll look at the last one. This one?
No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on living at Simon's parents.
That's not it. That's not it. That's a whole other video. This one.
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow.
In the other video.
We weren't even in the room.
And
they decided we should get married.
The way she goes about it, she doesn't really look like a grieving wife, you know? Child. Okay, child was not mentioned a lot. Shotgun. No, when she was talking about her parents. Yeah, no, that's like, she, again, doesn't seem like, she says it's the worst year of her life, but the way she's talking about it is kind of like, unless she's trying to cope differently, you know? Dress, alright. Already seen that. Princess. Oh, princess. 8 entries, but the first 5, we've already seen them. Diana. Okay. A 45-second video. Alright.
There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their stories.
Special.
We knew we were like that.
Stories.
Twins. Magical.
So, there are twins. There are twins.
We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her.
I think Attic is also like, the other one that was, I think she was hidden in the attic.
There were always princes and princesses.
Just going through it again to see if I missed something.
More important than the other characters in their stories. We knew we were like that. Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
But now that I'm thinking, if this person is supposedly Eve, if this is Eve, it is so confusing. It's so confusing. Because, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If, like, I recall correctly, it looks like when they finally got to meet the person who essentially, like, was kept home but most of her life, was now put in the attic of where her sister lived. And that's kind of like where they met. That was kind of like their safe space. Princess. Special. Stone. Story is not stone. Sometimes I can't read my writing. Twin. Magic. Poster. Newspaper. Attic. Engagement. Obsess. Divorce. Year. Important. Underline. I'll write that down. I'll write that down. Okay, photo. Photo is mentioned a lot. Or not? Photo is only mentioned in 3 videos. What the hell? Photos? No, okay. Never freaking mind. Maybe picture. I think picture was mentioned a lot. Bride. Okay. Bridesmaid. Okay. And Carl. Carl is mentioned 5 times and I've watched all those videos. Okay. Next one. Blonde. Okay. Helen. Argument. Okay. New video. New videos. Argument. Getting my pen out.
No. I mean, yes, we have arguments, but he never runs off. He always comes back. We make up. It's always that way.
For some reason, like, even like basic words. Sorry, my bad. I'm still kind of sick. Let me just drink some water. Pardon me. Some water I flavored. It's peach flavor. Funnily enough, I used to be allergic to peaches when I was a kid. When I was a wee baby bite. A wee baby AI. Yeah, I used to be allergic. But ooh, I accidentally took a screenshot. But yeah, I outgrew my allergy, thankfully. So now I can consume peaches. It didn't stop me, to be honest. I still ate it.
Yes. He left after the argument. It was about 8 o'clock.
Okay. I've definitely written those down somewhere. I think just for the sake of I've been going through things like in order of videos, just so I don't leave anything out. But it's definitely one that I've kept in mind. I know that. Okay, next one. Okay, we looked up blonde. I know that. Hair. Dolls. Or doll. Okay. Attic. There's 12 entries. We've already looked at the first 5. Rapunzel. Oh, I'm curious how many. She was only mentioned. Crazily enough, she was only mentioned 5 times. You'd think she would have been mentioned more. Okay, next video. Here, again, we've looked at blonde. Oh, the reason why. Maybe blonde. I know that wig was mentioned a lot because one of them constantly wore a wig. I don't know if to hide who she is or to hide. Not sure. I know that one of them, I think, always had a wig. Oh, hold on. I will look up princess, but we got something on wig. We got something on wig.
A wig? You mean? What type of wig?
That's awfully that's a bit suspicious. Suspicious. Why did she care what type of wig it was?
No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
She keeps on asking that.
This was about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry. The kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought.
Cried.
I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing, she tore it off.
Bruise. Oh!
Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
So it was her wig. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying to think. Like, the probably blonde is constantly, like, referring to the wig. So this person, that's what I remember. I think she was a singer. So when the husband met her, like, saw her, I think she was wearing a wig, a blonde wig. So he was like, oh, you look so much like my wife, but you're not my wife, obviously. So maybe there was a wig at the crime scene. So now she's questioning what kind of wig, because these two must have fought, you know, which is what they said, they fought. And one of them had a bruise. So if this was the night, one of them must have had a bruise at that time then. Let's see princess, if there's any new videos for that. There's 8 entries and we've already looked through these 5. All right. Okay, cat. Okay. Got something on cat.
No cat. My parents had a cat before they died called Domino. It was this little black thing with white dots. And we never did anything about the cat for that, but if you were thin, you could maybe...
Right, I need to quickly. Domino, little, black thing, white
with white dots.
Dots?
We never did anything about the cat for that, but
black.
If you were thin, you could maybe squeeze through it.
Squeeze. That's... I feel like that's such an interesting statement to say. Parents died. Domino, little, black thing, white dots. Fucking Dora. Oh my god. Flap, then squeeze. Alright. And we have this one. Cat was mentioned here as well.
We loved our cat.
Domino.
He had this little bell around his neck to stop him from killing birds in the garden. And we used to write each other notes and put them in the bell, and we could send them to each other. Mum found some of the notes once, and she thought I was just writing to myself because our handwriting was identical.
Really?
And we had our own words for things, so She didn't quite understand them anyway.
That is interesting. Okay.
We loved our cat.
Just watching it again to see if I missed out on anything.
He had this little bell around his neck to stop him from killing birds in the garden. And we used to write each other notes and put them in the bell, and we could send them to each other. Mum found some of the notes once, and she thought I was just writing to myself because our handwriting was identical. And we had our own words for things, so she didn't quite understand them anyway.
So I'm assuming the cat probably spoke to them because, like, probably not spoke to them, probably went back and forth because the cat maybe thought they were the same person. But, like, cats typically, I feel like animals would be able to smell the difference. Tentacle. Okay. And that's... But okay, yeah, of course. Yeah, I can do that. Thank you for telling me. This should be hopefully okay. Okay, flap. Nope. Okay, this was her singing a song about two sisters where one of them drowned the other, which I thought was like a really interesting song choice. Player. Guitar. Okay.
No, Simon didn't play guitar. He wasn't very musical. He liked to listen, but he was tone deaf.
Okay. Oh, that would make things a million times more complicated, and I would be so here for it.
Yes. Yeah, it's my guitar.
Your guitar? Are you sure? I don't buy it. I don't buy it because she was talking about wig, but the other person wears a wig when they perform. So it's not your guitar. I don't buy it. This girl is lying. World. Okay. Traditional. Okay. Ballad. Okay. Street. I think we've already looked up street. Yeah, there's 8 entries. We can only look at the first 5. 2. Oh, okay. 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 Okay.
No, not drugs. I mean,
Drugs.
he drinks,
Drinks.
but never very much. He goes to the pub and has one or two. Sometimes we go together. He drinks wine with food, but no, he doesn't have any kind of drinking problem.
Girl, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he does have a drinking problem, you know? Drugs. Drink. Pub. 1. Together. Wine. Food. Problem.
That should eliminate me as a suspect. If I was in Glasgow. Can't be in two places at once.
That is such a cheeky thing to say. Can't be at two places at once. So, the reason... so what if they killed him because he was like a problem, he was a troublemaker, he was a cheat, he wasn't good, he didn't do anything good, but because the other person was in Glasgow, probably use that as an alibi because they're so identical to the point where, who knows, like, I don't know if their prints are similar or anything like that, because, you know, fingerprints you would think fingerprints would differ and that would like differentiate them as a person. But it's just so, I don't know. It's like such an odd thing to say, oh, I can't be in two places at once. Like, actually, if you have a twin, yes, you can. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't have a drinking. No, not drugs. He drinks, but like you're telling them that he drinks. And then just like, again, it's just really odd for you to say, oh, can be in two places at once. Such a weird thing to say. Okay, two sisters. Okay. We got some more tea.
When she went home, Salmon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Salmon about me, told him I was pregnant.
You were pregnant?
She wanted me to move in with them, this sister who didn't know she
What?
had. She knew that instant. The look on his face.
She knew what? That you met up with him? So the time you slept with her husband, I'm assuming y'all had a thing, you end up pregnant as well. What is going on? What? What? I'm so... What? I know, right? I feel like music plays, or like sometimes the screen of the game flickers, I think, when you uncover something important.
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that.
That's worrying. This is just so suspicious. Everything about this is just suspicious. Okay, last one.
My sister is gone.
What do you mean gone?
And she's never coming back.
What does that mean? What? What? Drop my pen. But like, why would she say that though? Is a question. Like, what do you mean? What is going on? What is going on? Okay, walk. Okay, we have C. Only appears in this song. Wind. Oh, another song? Maybe the sister didn't. Maybe. We have another song.
Really? Okay. Here's the rest.
The rest of the song.
Laid a body on the dock to dry. Oh, the wind and the rain. Till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
The fuck?
And he made a fiddle bow of her long hair. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde
hair is just sounds really suspicious as well.
And he made fiddle pegs of her finger bows. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bows.
This sounds like a confession. Yeah, it really does sound like a really. It does sound like a murder. It sounds so suspicious. Why are you clapping? I'd be concerned.
Used as evidence against you.
Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you. Why would you say that? What the hell? The fucking police officer is clapping. I'm here being like, this sounds like you're describing murder. What? It's a good well, yeah, honestly, you don't want to seem too suspicious. Being like, oh wow, amazing. Wow, who would have thought? Like, oh my god. That's just so like, that's crazy to me. Dude, then like what, okay, so in terms, okay, so that's, you typically go along with sociopaths, but what would you say to a psychopath then, like if they did something like this? Because it's like, bro, what? Love. Captain. Son. Nothing. Okay. So like what? So essentially you're not gonna, you just don't feed them with anything so that they can use it against you? Like, how do you differentiate between them? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, from what I'm aware of, like, psychopaths are just very smart, which is terrifying.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left.
Hold on, I feel like I've watched this before. What the heck? But like someone else said this. What does I feel? What this feels like a repetition of what someone else said. Oh, okay. I'm a bit concerned because this sounds like exactly like another video that someone, but I don't know if it was the same like, I'm confused now. Knock, door.
Walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents. And then I decided to come and see you.
What?
That enough?
The fuck? Both learn to behave from the outside, though. So, okay. But like, isn't it with them as well? That's psychopaths. They just like completely lack empathy. Yeah. I'll play the video again. I'll play it again.
Okay.
But maybe you didn't ask you. Maybe you asked me to repeat myself. I feel like I've watched this video before. I don't know if it's just like it didn't save, but typically it does save what I've already done. But I feel like I've watched this video before, which is I'm confused. But who knows? Maybe it's just in my head, but like this feels like deja vu. Also, I'm also confused as well. Like, why are you knocking on the door to see if someone is home when you have the key? Typically, if you own the house, you take the key and you just go. Like, you just go inside. Like, unless... So you didn't forget your key. You had it. Why are you knocking on the door? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. The more you know. That makes sense. Okay. New video.
Good. Happy. I mean, ups and downs like any couple, I guess, but we've been married for over 10 years.
You sure y'all were happy? Drown, float. Drown. Float. Ship. Father. Pardon me. Surprisingly enough, humans, when they go through a rough thing and after they see someone going through the same thing, they don't go, oh, I feel bad for them. They go, I went through it, so you can too. Huh. And boom, repeated. Okay, wow. Yeah. Damn. Thank you. Damn. That's fucked. Very. I remember on TikTok as well, there was a time where I saw like on my For You page, I never followed the person. I never followed her. Followed a person that like was essentially who was like, yeah, I'm a diagnosed sociopath. Like, if you have any questions, I'll answer. And I'm like, like it's like first of all, I don't even like. I think she was a. She said that she was a diagnosed sociopath and she had borderline personality disorder. It was either I don't know if it was bipolar or borderline. It was one of the two, which I know are two completely different ones. The human mind is so interesting, but it's just like it's insane how essentially because like someone can be born as quote unquote inherently evil. I don't really like throwing the word evil around because I know a lot of people who are diagnosed as sociopath or psychopaths, they obviously don't act on the instincts to harm other people, but it's just like, I don't know. Yeah, that is fair.
Well, fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people have been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. I mean, worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't lived in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in.
Oh yeah, he died. I think he was killed in the cellar.
But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out. And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation. So...
And they're okay, there's Oh, really? Okay. honestly, I've just heard good things about The Rookie. I heard it's a pretty good show. Even more down to earth. You mean like of police off? Oh, you mean, or okay, I thought you were talking about police officers. You mean of that? Yeah. Because yeah, I feel like the average, not everyone is going to be on that extreme level that you see them represented in shows. I feel like most people who are diagnosed are able to essentially blend in. Wait, we already looked up hair. We already looked up Rapunzel. Mother. Oh, okay. But after finding out, like, they don't choose, so what do? They just be themselves? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see why that. Yeah, no, it makes sense why it's
Well,
be
she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me.
reassuring.
Do you want to hear the story? It's a real life fairy tale.
Huh. I mean, good on them. Guess it also depends on how someone would interact, because like react to them, because yeah, fair enough. You know what? Good on them for having such high self-awareness. Because yeah, I guess like a lot of it is also dependent on how the other person comes out towards them, because it could be I can't speak, what the fuck. Like if you assume, be like, yeah, you're a psychopath, and be like, yeah, I am, and you're like, oh my god, what? A psychopath? Get away from me! Don't hurt me, I'm sorry, I thought I heard music from somewhere, so I was like really confused. I froze for a second. That's terrifying. If you villain, yeah. Yeah. But then like also they also need to understand. I think like it's a weird situation to be in, because at the end of the day, you can't really trust everyone you meet. For your own safety, you distance yourself. Now, if you find someone who's like, admitting that to you, how do you know you're able to trust them? Because you can't. So it's kind of like, it's a weird situation to be in. But at the end of the day, like regardless, everyone can be deemed as untrustworthy, no matter if they were diagnosed as a sociopath, a psychopath, or they're like neurotypical, Exactly. So it's a fair reaction.
I wanted to see my reflection. I thought that if I touched her, something would happen. We would become one.
That's weird.
One girl.
That is weird. Why would you think that?
The fairy tale was over. The witch was dead, and I'd be restored to my rightful place.
What? What do you mean by that? So essentially, what did she want to take the place of her sister because she thought it was unfair that she had to essentially, you know, endure such a fairy tale whilst the other person lived like a good life?
Yeah, I had to let myself in. The door locks if it swings too.
But the question is, what was that fear? Where did all this derive from? Is it just unfairness because they didn't lead the same life? Because that's the thing, like, I think, like, from, they refer to themselves, like, the we as princesses, but also, I'm still unsure with the way the stories were told, whether because one of them, I feel like, it seems like they're either self-inserting themselves into situations to make themselves feel as if they belong, or the other person who's just saying my, you know, whether they're trying to make it seem as if it was just them, it was just their experience, they want to feel special. So who is correct in the way they're telling the story?
Yes, I always pull it shut and then lock the bigger lock with the key.
Tower. Okay. Pregnant. Oh. Because, okay, so there was one where I think one of them was definitely named Hannah. So we know there's like someone. Eve is still debatable. We're still trying to figure that out. There's definitely one named Hannah. I forgot what the other person's name was. Hopefully it'll be mentioned again. They also, a lot of the time when one of them was in the attic, I believed, they communicated via knock code. Not Morse code, but like knock code, which was something else. And at first I thought it was Morse code and I looked it up, and like the way they tapped, I was like, it made no sense. So I looked up, you know, like a type of code used by tapping. It was called like either knock or tap code. And one, like, there was two instances where like whilst they were talking, they were like, well, we know it's not Hannah because she was talking about Hannah. She was one of the things she tapped on the table said love you, and then in another video, the next thing she tapped, it said it was either bye Hannah or goodbye Hannah, which was another like, whoa, okay, interesting.
No. Well, yes. He found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
question is, who is this saying that now? Is that Hannah? Was it the other sister? You know? Yeah. Just out of curiosity, it looks like a lot happened. Oh, wait.
Yes, that's my birthday. Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that.
What does that mean?
Yes, that's my birthday. Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that.
What do you mean by that? Yeah, she keeps on saying my. But then, so confusing. Typically, you'd think, considering the fact that they constantly talked about each other, you'd think they'd say we. Oh, okay. That's what was meant.
I don't know if anyone really changes. You just become more yourself. Simon was my prince, and that hasn't changed.
So odd to say that. Simon was her prince. And now if we're going back to the song, if we're going back to fairy tales, it seems like, so not Hannah, but the other person who, because, you know, Hannah, the reason why they ended up marrying, first of all, Hannah was initially interested in Simon to begin with. She was the one who wanted to go on the date with him. Now that the question still remains on whether it was just Hannah by herself, because when Hannah told the story, she said it was her that went by herself. She did this and that. But when the other one, I think it was Sarah, I don't recall. I think the other one's name was Sarah. And Sarah said that, yeah, we switched places. We switched place in the bathroom. Talking about, like, we switched dresses as well. And Sarah kept on mentioning that. But Hannah was saying it like, no, I wore my dress. We did, like, me and Simon did this and that. Kind of as if, like, pushing Sarah to the side. And also, yeah, another thing that made me, like, question was, like, Eve a third sister, was because, so, it was mentioned as well, like, the story where I told you, like, they were talking about the tattoo, so the snake in the apple. So, like, Hannah can be written the same way forward and backwards. It was the same way when she said, like, yeah, like, he essentially guessed my name because of my tattoo, and also because she said that she didn't say the name, but because my name was spelled forward and backwards, unless Eve is her stage name, like, whenever she performs. It's like my thought as well, what if there's not a third sister? But, like, they also mentioned Eve as well, which is why, like, there's either a third sister or someone is pretending to be Eve, like an additional person. The sister that is the one that got married and one that got, yeah, exactly. That's like that's kind of like what the situation is giving. She keeps on saying, like, yeah, I got pregnant, but now what had happened? So what did the other person, did Sarah essentially get like, when she met up with him, did she get pregnant for him as well? Because I know that currently in the state of these videos thank you for redeeming the hydrate buddy. You make sure you stay hydrated as well. But as I was saying, I don't know who, but there is one of them right now in the current time of the video who did mention that she was pregnant. Like, at the time, like, currently. But then I think like Hannah also mentioned at some point that she managed to get pregnant again. But I don't know if I don't know if Sarah's also pregnant. Are there no true VTubers among you? What does that mean? Why are you coming for me? What did I do, Far From Brutal? Also, hello. Hello, how are you? Like, what? Nasty theory. Twin 1 got married and pregnant. Twin 2 got pregnant as well. Twin 1 lost a child. Twin 2 didn't. Oh, that would be so fucked if that was the case. Duncan the Tall. Where is your model, Duncan? Where is your model, Duncan? Where is your squire, Duncan? You're a small. Oh, you're Duncan the small. Are you sure? Are you sure? No. Ah. You're not small. Okay, let me quickly continue writing these tags down. Did we watch this? Wait, did we watch this?
I don't know if anyone really changes.
We did watch this. Making sure. Any more? Anyone? Changes. Simon is my prince. Such an interesting thing to say. Cut. Okay. Short. Okay. Wilderness. Giving me throwbacks to training videos that were recorded 30 years ago. I know what you mean. I know this is like, yeah, this is supposed to take place in 94. Holy fuck, I didn't even realize it was that far back. Imagine 1994. Crazy. Wild. Okay. I swear to God I heard wilderness, but clearly not. Blind. Here. Okay, only this video. Here. Happy. And I will look up Attic, actually.
Yes. Like a story. A beginning, a middle, and an end.
Oh yeah, they are English, by the way, as well. Far From Brutal. Yeah, but also another thing that I realized, one of them seems to always like to start their thing with yes, and someone else likes to say no, like as a sometimes when they start a sentence. No idea if this is Hannah or Sarah speaking, honestly. You kind of fell asleep. Wow. It's late, like if you're tired. Alright, you rest well. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Sleep well. Oh yeah, I said I'd look up Attic. Okay, so there's 12. The first 5 we've already looked at. Hopefully we'll find the rest of them as we go. Clean. Okay. Florence. Okay. Mother. Twins. Ooh, twins! Okay, we got 2 extra videos. I will look up Locke next.
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
Why is she getting upset? Oh, okay, so this game is about we're trying to solve the murder of someone named Simon. And the description of this game says that over 7 days, one woman was being interviewed. But the more you watch it, you look up, you look at the videos and via, tag words. So for example, I gave in the word twins and videos pop up. And you look at those videos to try to piece things together. But the question is, bet she's guilty, not just that, because Simon is her husband. We say that, but the more we go through it, the more we realize that these may be twins. Because a lot of the stories that they give don't seem to align together. So the whole situation is like these twins that they grew up separately. They didn't know of their existence until they were young. It was like, think of it like parent swap, but worse. Because for example, they did if one of them gets hurt, the other person has to have the same injury. If someone's tooth came out, the other sister, her tooth needs to come out. That is literally what one of them said. The other tooth, the other sister, the same tooth needs to come out as well. If someone gets a black eye, the other person gets a black eye. They literally, the first time, for their first boyfriend, I think his name was Carl, one of them slept with him, and because the other one was essentially still a virgin, she couldn't do anything at the time because, they were like, oh, we can't have him figuring out that these are two different people. Really weird situation. Then they met Simon, the victim. One of them ends up sleeping with him. That's Hannah. Hannah ends up sleeping with him. And because she got pregnant, they got married. They had to get married. Sarah, the other sister, wasn't happy about this because, she is of the mindset they're one of the same. They have to do the exact same thing. She was happy when she found out that Hannah had a miscarriage because she's like, now we are one and the same again. And now we're just trying to piece together what happened. Who killed Simon? Because one of them, in Hannah, seemed to have been in Glasgow at the time of the incident. And then she says something in a video where she's like, oh, but that removes me as a suspect, right? Because I can't be in two places at once, which is a very suspicious thing to say. And they keep talking about each other. It's weird because, the police officer, they think they're talking to one person, but also another thing that gave it away that they may be two different people was the coffee. I looked up the let me watch. I'll show you this in a sec. I'll show you the video in a second.
Are you out of your mind? Twins.
Sometimes the screen flickers or music plays, where it's kind of does it do that for a reason? So look, one incident was with coffee. This one likes coffee, black, sugar. She likes hers sweet. This other person, I think this other person says she doesn't like coffee.
No. I've had enough coffee for today.
Oh, see, this is what I meant, Omen. One of them has a tattoo on their arm. It was on this side. Oh, no. Okay, not this one. Coffee with milk and sugar. Oh, no sugar.
I guess. Milk and sugar.
That's what one person said. Not the same person, is it?
A black coffee, thanks. No sugar. I'm sweet enough as it is.
Oh, that's the 18th. See, it looks... I didn't even realize, were they wearing the same thing, but then ordered two different things? Because this is in July. This is still in June. I didn't even realize that until now. Okay. Baby. Oh.
Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
Okay. Evidence. Yeah. I don't, it's weird. This whole situation is really weird and suspicious. It really seems, I don't know if like Hannah is trying to essentially make what she wants to be an individual, and Sarah just seems like she either just wants to always be, she wants what Sarah has, she wants them to, Hannah has, she wants them to share it, or she wants it for herself is the question.
Rehearsed? You ask me the same question, you'll get the same answer. Is that your evidence? Of course I thought about what happened then. It's all I've thought about. My husband is dead.
I mean, it does seem rehearsed, but like there's just a lot of things that don't align with some of the things they say. Maybe they'll be rehearsed, but there's only like so much you both can say, but without slipping up. Okay, happy. Okay. Occasion. Did I spell that wrong? Right? I did spell that right. Okay, okay. Okay, next video. To look at clean. I think we looked up clean already. I think we definitely did. Move. Oh.
The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off to help with the move. He decorated.
I need to go back. Okay, so this is definitely not Hannah then.
Was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off to help with the move. He decorated, modernised wallpaper curtains. Hannah insists the attic be left as it was, dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there.
So it looks like Hannah, I think because obviously Hannah was raised by the parents that died, she got the house. So they kept the house. And they moved in.
The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off to help with the move. He decorated, modernised wallpaper curtains. Hannah insists the attic be left as it was, dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there.
It looks like it was the same place that they spent their childhood in. It seems like it's the same home. I already wrote move. Attic. Dollhouse. Okay, we have move help. Oh.
When you've been married for 10 years, stuff accumulates. We could argue about anything. And he's so nice. That doesn't help. He tries to smooth things over, and that just makes it worse. We're both passive aggressive, so we never normally argue directly about anything.
That's what I'm trying to. I want to look that up because the dollhouse thing confuses me.
When
like,
you've been married for 10 years, stuff accumulates.
I'm sorry, I need to look this up.
We could argue about anything. And he's so nice. That doesn't help. He tries to smooth things over, and that just makes it worse. We're both passive aggressive, so we never normally argue directly about anything.
Okay. Dollhouse. Dollhouse. Married, curtains. 10 years. Stuff accumulates. Nice. Help. Worse. Passive. Aggressive. Argue. Smooth. Already wrote argue. Okay. Let's look up doll. Dollhouse, written with one word. 5 entries. Okay, so we already looked at those videos. Okay. I know Simon pops up way too many times, so there's no point looking at 61 entries. Fuck that. Family, like Vin Diesel says. Already looked at that. Baby, we already looked up. Bed sit. Okay. Time. Okay. Next video. Clean. Wait. Okay, we already looked at clean. Wait. Story. We already looked at wig. Cloth. I can't spell. Ah!
When will the police let me back in the house? They let me take a bag of clothes with me, but... When will the police let me back in the house? They let me take a bag of clothes with me, but...
Alright, this was probably when the police was searching through after Simon died. Police let house bag what? Pretend. Talk. I think basement isn't the word, it's cellar that they used. Like, Far From Brutal, do they use cellar a lot more than they use, basement, or like, is that just the word that they use? Oh yeah, mirror and present is also a significant detail, because I think it was Hannah who got a present as, like, who got a mirror as a present, and she got so mad she smashed that mirror. And I think it was the mirror whoever it was who got that present, that mirror, took that shard of glass and cut Simon's neck, which is, I think, how he died. Hello, Blackguard. You came at a great time. You came at a fantastic time. I am currently playing Her Story, a story where we're trying to figure out how someone died, a man named Simon, involving searching up. Pretty much, this is essentially a game, like a mystery crime game where you're trying to solve a murder. and you're going through these clips through searching term words of this woman. Well, we'll say one woman, but with the evidence of the videos as we're continuously looking, it may seem like there are twins involved in this. But that's like why mirror, I know, pops up quite often. And I think it's also you were caught. How so? Oh, see, this is the story I'm talking about. Let me play it so you get a feel.
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back.
Oh, name drop.
She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took out a present, another mirror, just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open. She'd only meant to scare him off.
Yeah. I don't know if this is confession, but yeah. Also, hope you enjoyed your stream. Yeah, this is quite the story. It seems weird. I feel like so I'm assuming that Sarah said that Hannah stole her wig, pretended to be her, stole her clothes, she enjoyed it. Simon gave her a mirror. Like, what was she mad about? That the reflection she saw was essentially, it felt like she was looking like at her, like her sister. Was she feeling that way? Ooh, wait, I can't wait to see that. Ooh, I like the sound of that. That's what, like, we're assuming they're twins because it's mentioned so many times. They always speak of, like, people, it may appear as if they're the same person, but it's like, oh, Sarah did this, Hannah did that. There's a lot of we involved. I think it's pretty much not confirmed, pretty much solid evidence that they're twins. It's just figuring out, piecing things together. Yeah, exactly. Like, you have to search up like terms, which are words that are said in the video, and you have to piece things together just like that. So we have a lot of information now, but when I started with like nothing. Yeah. That'd be super. It's really interesting because I feel like, as much, obviously there's some twins out there who are probably very happy to share so much with each other, but obviously there are going to be some individuals who want to be an individual. They don't want to always necessarily share things, and I feel like this may be the case where Hannah was really happy. She got her Prince Charming, she got the husband, that she got the man that she liked. She's living a good life, essentially, like a goodish life, as good as it kind of gets, because her life is kind of fucked, to be honest. Then you have Sarah, who essentially has always wanted, seemingly always wanted what Hannah had, because it looks like they grew up separately, they met up, then they kept on switching places, but I feel like Hannah has like, she simply had enough of that. So if she ended up killing Simon, which again, this is like what the video says, not sure if that's actually the conclusion, the final conclusion. I feel like if that was the case, obviously, like, yeah, he hit her. I understand like why she defended herself. That whole like, you don't do that. Simon, Simon does not seem like a great guy. He seems like an asshole. But I also understand why, you know, especially if she had on the wig that her sister wears and the clothes. If she looks in the mirror, who is she gonna see? She's gonna see her sister. She's not gonna see herself. Yeah, no, doppelgangers are. It's interesting but terrifying. Also, like they say that like it's not good to see your doppelganger because that means that like the end of your day is coming near. Superstition.
What if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him?
Also, yeah, like another thing I did, like again, that I'm bringing up is the fact that one of them has a tattoo, like right here.
You hear about these crazy people all the time.
You can't really tell if this is supposed to be like what it is, but one of them definitely has one. But I don't think we see them in they're in long sleeves a lot, so it's really hard to determine whether I saw someone else, like saw one of them without a tattoo on their arm. I believe I did. A crazy scream. Hit. Oh, okay. It said it's bad to see it because that's when you. What? No.
Bruise. Oh yeah.
A bruise.
No, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen and the chair slipped and I kind of hit the door with my face. I mean, it hurt like hell.
Hold on. Wait, Bruise. Didn't one of them mention that she got into a fight with her sister and hit her? Wasn't that what one video said? One of them got into a fight and she was able to get, like, they argued, they fought. And one of them hit the other. Because I think she found out that the sister was pregnant. I think Hannah got hit, did she not? Also here, she's wearing a t-shirt as well.
Bruise.
No tattoo.
Oh yeah, no, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen and the chair slipped and I kind of hit the door with my face. I mean, it hurt like.
Wait, I need to write this down. Kitchen.
And the chair slipped and I kind of hit the door with my face.
Slipped.
I mean, it hurt like hell.
Door.
Slipped and I kind of hit the door with my face.
Face.
I mean, it hurt like hell.
Hurt. Oh. Oh, girl, you were lying. That is true. Oh. Oh my god, wait, that would be even closer. Yeah. Wait, you're so right. He did hit one of the. So whoever got hit was essentially, isn't it the one you killed? So whoever that was, I'm assuming was maybe Sarah, had a point. So maybe Hannah did kill Simon. What? This is why I love playing games like this with other people, because I think it's so amazing to get like another pair of eyes who would be able to help point out something that you may not have pointed out before. That could be potential, because that's something they always did. So it would be potentially a case.
It's like I told you before, I drove. I took the car and drove. I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys. I just drove north. I wanted to think, put some space between me and them. Everything I told you before is true. I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted.
You stopped at
I
Glasgow?
pulled out and I hit a car. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get
baby. Oh, right, she was pregnant.
Slept in the car. When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering. And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me than Simon.
I'm pretty sure that Hannah said that she went to Glasgow. But she got hit, but went to A&E, but I don't recall her mentioning a baby. So who's telling the truth? Because Hannah said that she went to Glasgow after arguing with Simon. Now Sarah is saying she went to Glasgow after arguing with Hannah. So that was the argument where she hit Hannah, I'm assuming, and left. I know that the 3rd of July is the most recent one. I think this is the very last day of the interviews. The 3rd one. So anything said before this was something said beforehand. Because yeah, the 3rd of July I think is the 7th day. So I think everything is essentially coming out now. But what? I'll look that up. Pit, car, baby, fine, Andy. Slept. Hannah. Hey. Phone. What the fuck was that word? Back. Important. Okay, we looked at all 5 videos for Locke. Peace. Throat. Oh, okay. Is that the glass? That was used to cut his throat. Oh shit.
Like I said before, it was 3, something like that. I walked in, saw Simon. He was on the floor of the living room. His throat had been cut. There was a lot of blood. Yeah, he was dead.
Did y'all just hear those sirens? What the hell? Also, it's weird that like sometimes she said like it was blank, like it was blank number. Like I'm trying to figure out do these numbers mean something. But like I've heard so many not the sirens, honestly. There's so many numbers, I don't know if that's actually relevant, but we'll see. Because I know there was 9 mentioned. Wait, let me listen.
Like I said before, it was 3.
If I look up will something pop up? 82. Fuck me, never mind. Fuck that. Okay, scare. Here, officer. That woman is guilty. And her twin. Honestly, arrest them both. 3. Ooh. Hold on. Omen, you might be cooking.
I think when I drove back, it was about 8 or something. And I got back to the house about 3.
Okay. Got back to the house around 3. Isn't that when she got back to the house? Were they both there? Because I feel like these are not the same people.
I think so. I mean, to get into our garden, we'd have to climb through other gardens. All the gardens back onto each other, so you'd have to climb over 1, 2, 3 gardens to get to ours. I mean, did anyone see anything? Did anyone see anyone come and go? An intruder?
I don't know. Maybe because the twins might not be aware that each. But how do they know that how did the one person know to say like, oh, she took the glass, she was hit, she took the glass and she cut his throat. So much to think about, Jesus. Yeah, I'll look that up after.
I think it was that time, the first time at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant.
Oh, you whore.
Amazing, right?
What do you...
This fucking magic sperm.
What the fuck?
And they say lightning doesn't strike twice. I didn't tell him. I missed 3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile.
We?
Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday, and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both.
Oh my god.
I think she was.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So they were both pregnant. So just like the first time, because the reason why Hannah and Simon got married was because she got pregnant the very first time they slept together. You know what? Can you blame Hannah for being pissed? I'd be pissed. I feel like Sarah is so deluded into thinking she would want that they'd want the same exact thing. I'd be pissed because I feel like Hannah is really trying to be her own person and Sarah's not letting that happen. I feel like Sarah is honestly getting in the way because what do you mean? What do you mean your husband cheated on you with your twin sister? Your identical twin sister. Your identical twin sister. What the fuck, Simon? Simon and Sarah are such, I feel like Hannah low-key is a victim. Because I feel like Sarah has always wanted what Hannah has. She has always wanted that. Crazy. That's crazy. Honestly, no magic sperm. Fucking Sarah, what the fuck? I wrote it again. God. Oh my god, I wrote it twice. That's how fucking traumatizing that was to hear. But also the fact that she assumed that her and her sister were infertile. She's not like, oh yeah, I thought we were infertile. Like what? Why would you assume that? Why would you assume that that's what she wanted? Okay, wait, let's see. Let's look up Locke, as you mentioned first. Okay, we looked that up. Birthday. 9 entries, okay. Let's see what else here. Wait, so we already have throat. Scare. Cut. Glass. Okay, no. Next video. This is such a fucked up situation. Rock. Evening. Argument. Saturday. I can't spell. Saturday. Up.
I left the next day, Saturday. I slept for a few hours in the car. When I woke up, I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house and Simon wasn't there. And
Is she pregnant?
Is there a bin?
Are they both pregnant? What the fuck? So is it confirmed that they're both pregnant? Or is this Sarah? Who is this? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? What the fuck? Bro, I can't. It's legitimate. Who are you? Which one of you? What the fuck? Oh, that says Clark. Man, I'm trying to write stuff so quickly I can barely read what my writing is. So suspicious. Wait, this is on the 27th. Okay, 27th. So did she take her hair down at some point then?
It was late. Early Saturday morning.
Did we look up Gloss already? Let me quickly just check just in case. Yeah. Day. Did we look up Day? Yeah. Eric. I think we've seen what we can about Eric. Or not. Or not. Never mind. Who the fuck is Eric?
Yes, that would be in his wallet. It's a Visa. A silver one. He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash, but Eric convinced him to get one.
Who are you? Who the fuck is Eric? Wallet, Visa, silver, spend, money, cash, convinced, one. I low-key after this, I want to look up silver because I'm intrigued. Silver is just or not. Never mind. There's nothing to silver. Fuck silver, man. What the fuck? Who cares? I guess. Damn. My bad. Okay, afternoon job. So sorry if that word is triggering for someone. G-O-B. I'm sorry. I should have spelled that. Local. Wedding. True. Wait, let me finish looking this up. Dinner. Dark. And then parent. I think we've already looked up parent, but wedding. Nope. Okay. On to the next video. We already looked up rock. So week. Plumber. 3. We already looked up 3. Oh, I can't spell. 4. Ah!
1984.
Okay.
It was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer.
That is just...
It was a hot summer.
That is just a wild thing and a half. 1984. Awful. Doug. Eleanor.
We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer.
Spring.
It was a hot summer, a heat wave.
Summer.
So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful.
Wave.
Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police.
That is weird.
Forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
I feel like it's suspicious. I feel like this is really suspicious. You lost the baby in spring. Your parents died in summer.
Summer. So
discovered bodies.
So when they discovered the bodies, it was just
Why did she smile?
awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. A forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
You're very interesting, whoever you are. Sarah, Hannah. 1984, because they like writing things out in numbers. Awful year. Doug. Eleanor. Lost baby. End. Spring. Summer. Hot. Heat. I feel like I'm just like speaking like a caveman. Heat wave. Circumstance. Forensic entomologist, if I spelled that correctly. Parent died. Discovered bodies. Dying. Police. Dying of heat means they might have been trapped outside in the sun for... I'm not sure if they died because of the heat or the reason why all those police came, because they died together at home. They were in bed. They were in bed when they were found. I think the heat just sped up the decomposition process. So it probably was actually really awful because the sight and smell must not have been it. Fucking hell, that's bad. We're not gonna look up Simon with his 61 entries, of course. Yeah, so see, one of them calls the mom mother, and someone else one of them calls them mother. The other person says mom. Hmm.
No. I'm not sure what strange would be, but he hasn't been acting odd. He's been busy at work, but nothing too stressful.
Anna. I'm also gonna look up Sarah to see if that was even the right name. Another thing, Sarah, I forgot what Simon's surname is. Hannah is the official wife. Sarah called herself Simon's surname. She's like, my name is Sarah, whatever his surname was. Which I thought was also like, why would you say that? Yeah, Sarah was only... Wait, let me see if this is the video?
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby.
Or is she gonna name the baby Sarah?
We were going to call her Sarah.
Never fucking mind, that's the baby's name. What is her sister's
Simon
name?
wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
You didn't want her to have a symmetrical name, like... Fuck, what was the sister's name? I know the sister didn't have a symmetrical name. What was her name? Is it just Hannah? What was her name? I need to find out. I need to remember what Simon's surname is and then look it up. Yeah, she doesn't want a symmetrical name because if that's Hannah, Hannah's name was also symmetrical. So said forward the same way it's said backwards. Let me quickly look up Simon Smith. Okay.
My name is Hannah. H-A-N-N-A-H.
Okay.
It's palindrome. It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work if you mirror it though, it's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith, I live at 31 Gladstone.
That's Hannah Smith.
Yes, my name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
See, this is also another video I wanted to talk about. She said her name was Hannah. That's not Hannah because she's constantly speaking about in this video, this one, like in this outfit, in all the clips, she's always referring to Hannah in third person. So who is she? Which one is this one in this video? For her to react like that, because if she's taking a lie detector test as well, and the reason why she said, oh shit, sorry, that's not either that must actually, she must have, that's the thing. I want to know if that lie, if it was her telling the truth, that is Hannah. And Hannah this whole time is she's been pretending not to be herself. But the question is as well, I think at some point, I think one of them is dead. At some point. I think one of them is dead. Because that story of her drowning, that song, I feel like is such a telltale. I think one of them is dead. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. So is Eve one of the sisters? So is it Eve and Hannah?
Well, my friend Eve.
So if she's referring to this as her friend.
From when I was a kid, and she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her.
So this is Hannah.
I mean,
she's referring. So is she referring to Eve? Is she referring to Eve as her friend?
Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater.
Isn't that like essentially the song?
There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it out. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up after. It was a love-hate relationship.
So I think it is Hannah and Eve. So Hannah hated Eve, but Eve loved Hannah. But then that whole, like, remember when I mentioned, like, the whole, they did the tap code? One of them tapped and was like, love you. And then in another video was goodbye, Hannah. So was Hannah dead? Yeah, that's the question. Is it twins or is it actually like...
A police station. Yeah. When I was young. We ran away on my birthday.
On your, she says my birthday. She's always like my.
We thought we could break into a school bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
Blamed everything on... Fucking hell. See this one. Is this the tapping one? Or is it not?
What are you doing talking about Eve?
What are you doing talking about? Oh, is she? I think this one was the love you one. So she says, what are you doing talking about Eve?
My mother called me Eve.
Oh. Oh! See, like now it makes so much sense. So this is Eve. So is that on the lie detector? Is that actually Hannah? Or is that Eve? Wait, I want to do something with Snake. I want to see something with the tattoo. There we go.
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality.
Is that the snake and apple?
It's an apple and a snake.
That's Eve. Eve here as well. This was the video.
He saw me singing one of my shows, pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously, I knew who he was, but he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. He guessed my name from my tattoo.
He guessed the name from the tattoo. She's the one that has it. That is Eve.
Well, that would impress me. I enjoyed talking to him.
That's Eve.
It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married.
Unless this whole time, I don't. Who is who?
He later told me it was like he was dreaming.
I feel like at this point, like, was it during the first couple interviews they kept on switching places? But at some point, did Eve kill Hannah? The fuck? So it's Eve and Hannah, those are their names. Because Hannah did not like Eve at all, by the looks of it. Oh, okay, bedroom. You have something new?
In the bedroom, that can't be right. In the bedroom.
Why is she asking again? What the hell? Second. School. Okay. Next video. Accident. Oh, fuck. That's fucked. That's so fucked. So fucked in so many ways. This whole situation is just Eve is just looking so bad in my books right now.
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
What the fuck? Need to watch it again. Yeah, what what is your theory?
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
Yeah, because the thing is, the reason why they got married, I don't know, the question is, did Eve find, so Eve like, he didn't mention it. I'm assuming this occurred when they first had an argument. Because he leaves, doesn't come back, meets Eve. She knew who he was. The thing is, she knew because they mentioned when they first went out on a date, like, she said they kept on switching places, even though Hannah's perspective, she said, no, it was just me, like, I did this and that. So she knew of Simon. The reason why they got married, like, Hannah and Simon got married, was because she got pregnant the very first time they slept together. She had a miscarriage that next year. Her parents died. Everything just went downhill. Even though I feel like Eve kind of had something to do with it, because Eve never mentioned anything about having a father. I think she grew up with a mother. Her mother slipped down the stairs, but I'm not sure if she pushed her mother. I'm not sure if she pushed her mother. I'm trying to recall that. And so now it really, like, when she said, oh, like, she didn't think lightning would strike twice, it'd probably be the same thing, like the same instance where she slept with him for the first time and got pregnant. Crazy. And now it looks like at least one of them is currently pregnant, which is, it's fucked. It's so fucked. It's so fucked. Like, I am team Hannah right now, because what the fuck, Eve? Eve is doing, like, she's trying so hard to she just wants to be Hannah. This game is so interesting, but holy fuck, there is something severely wrong with Eve, but also goes to show with what you mentioned before, saying that, like, you know, trauma and the situation she was in essentially built who she was. Because it's made, like, the way Eve goes about things makes it seem as if it was mutual, but it honestly seems that she was just a huge bully to Hannah. Yeah, it's easy to get the tattoo afterwards. So, because, like, it was just, to me, it's just super suspicious when she was like, yeah, my name is Hannah Smith. Even though beforehand, she was like, my mother called me Eve. That's the thing. That's the question we have, that, like, it might be that. Because there's, like, in some videos, there's one instance where she doesn't have a tattoo. There's another instance where she does have one. But also, in hindsight, you know, you can always cover tattoos with makeup. But I don't know, like, it's so hard to... This makes it so hard to determine. Oh, yeah, see, I think this is the one where her mother slipped.
When I was 8, Mother died.
Yeah.
She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident. I had read a diary at that point, and I knew she wasn't my real mother.
So she was adopted.
So I burned the diary that day, and I left.
That's Eve.
Walked out and across the street.
Her mother died at 8. Mind you, Hannah's parents died a lot later, when she was older and pregnant. Both her mom and her dad died. So she ran away, her mother... Not sure, because... The question is, the way she was like, oh, it was an accident, makes me honestly think, was it really an accident, or did you push your mother down the stairs? Your adoptive mother, mind you. Maybe her mother wasn't a good person and she pushed her down the stairs to get rid of her. But because she was an 8, a lot of the times you wouldn't expect an 8-year-old to do something that planned and malicious.
He has a wallet, a huge sealed thing, leather, real leather, I think. He packs it full of stuff, business cards, receipts, lottery tickets. He always carries it in his back pocket. I think that's why he's got a bad back. Offsets the discs. I haven't seen it, so he must have it on him. He always takes it out of his back pocket before, when he comes in, if he's in the house.
Let me just look at the video again to make sure I have the information, the words down.
He has a wallet, a huge sealed thing, leather, real leather, I think. He packs it full of stuff, business cards, receipts, lottery tickets. He always carries it in his back pocket. I think that's why he's got a bad back. Offsets the discs. I haven't seen it, so he must have it on him. He always takes it out of his back pocket before, when he comes in, if he's in the house.
Okay. Yep, I think that was... I want to look up wallet next. Freddie broke reel down. Okay. Wallet. Only mentioned twice. Huge. Okay. Oh, okay, we already looked up. Okay. Now this one, 15. It's weird because one of them... Yeah. Yeah. Local boy. Oh.
I wouldn't say that. It could be passionate. It's just, it was more than that. It wasn't just sex like I had been with the other boys.
Okay. I wonder, is this about Simon? Okay, next one. 17. Long time married. Copy. That's actually a good one. I'll look it up.
Childhood sweethearts. Something like that. Are you married, detective?
Hmm. I want to look up detective as well, just in case. Afterwards. Copy. No. Let me just write this down here. Hmm. Can I spell right for once? Oh, okay. Hold on.
No, it's okay. The other detective has just gone to get me one. Must think it's very cool that their dad is a police detective.
Police, maybe? Nope. Yeah, that looks like that's a thing that Eve does. Eve seems like she's constantly the one that's flirting. Like, ma'am, I think that guy is happily married. Please stop.
No. Everyone loved Simon. He's a glazier. He doesn't have much money. I don't know. I don't know.
Let me watch that again. Yeah, very.
No.
Which is kind of like,
everyone loved
you
Simon.
know.
He's a glazier. He doesn't have much money. I don't know. I don't know.
It just seems very iffy to me, you know, kind of like how Eve, the whole shtick with Eve biting into the apple. She's like a she tempts people. Very good at doing that. It's like it really seems like they were polar opposites, kind of almost. Why did I write Hannah twice there? Oh, okay.
I don't see how it's hard. We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital.
Hmm. Oh, wait. Glasgow. How about that one? Oop.
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
What about hospital? Oh,
Ask the hospital.
the fuck?
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
So, guys, 75%. We've gone through 75%. Holy shit. We got from 50 and now we're at 75% of all the database looked at. I'll probably play this till half past and then like end stream here because it's getting late. But I want to at least see if we can finish it on Wednesday. Let's do Diane. Perfectionist. I can't spell. How about abuse? Okay. Hurt. Ooh.
Suicide? No. I mean, he would never do anything like that. He is not the kind of person to do anything like that. I mean, to hurt himself? No.
Oh god, no. Please get some rest. I don't. It's 3 a.m. for you right now. Oh my god. I am so sorry for keeping you up so late. Jesus.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh my god.
Something must have happened to him on his way home. He could be hurt. I mean, why hasn't he phoned? I don't know.
Wait, I also realized in between the time, I think she initially went to the police to file him missing. That's what I'm trying to remember. Back in June, like earlier on in June, the earlier dates, she went to file him, like she went to file him missing. Then she came back and was like, he's dead, actually. So it would make sense that both Hannah and Eve were still alive at one point, and then once Simon's dead, who knows? Perhaps either Hannah or Eve died, like was killed as well. I'm glad you guys are invested. It's really interesting. It's really interesting. A very good game. Why did I write I twice? Jesus. What was I writing?
I mean,
A phone.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. So I did. So I thought I was just like making up words now. Pardon me.
Hurt someone? Yes.
Pardon?
But everyone thinks that from time to time, right? You just want to lash out.
Girl, are you okay? Thank you. Why does Hannah seem mega aggressive as a person? Like, she seems very... Both of them, to be fair, are just giving red flags. Just, okay, what about missing? Missing. Because Simon was initially missing, right? Okay. Report. Yes. Gone. Leave. Left. Oh.
I wasn't in the house all of Friday night.
House.
After the argument, after Simon left, I left too. I was upset and I wanted to get away. So I took the car.
The music just plays at moments where I'm like, is there something I should keep in mind? That Friday night seems like, it looks like, did he just not return after their argument? Hey, maybe she thinks someone's there, you know? Car.
I pulled over and slept in the car. This was just by the side of the road. I was exhausted.
How many times is this going to be repeated? Like, the amount of times this has been said. I feel like I've heard this, like, it's just like the same thing over and over.
I didn't. I slept in the car. I left about 9 that night. I wasn't there.
So he was killed after their argument, essentially, is that what they're saying? Yeah, I'm downloading the information. I'm just downloading. Okay. I already looked up separating attic. What the fuck, SD? Some of these things, I'm like, yo, what? Y'all were crazy. What do you mean STD?
Can you arrest someone who doesn't exist?
Can you, huh? 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 What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is crazy. The story is crazy. Alright. Let me look up wig again just in case. Wig. Pregnant. I almost wrote that. That is true. But it's just, I just find it really like, you know, saying like, oh yeah, my mother called me Eve. And then during the lie detecting test, oh, I'm Hannah Smith. Oh shit. Pardon? What? What do you mean? Something so iffy going on. What about alleyway? Club. Punish. STD. I bet this is probably only mentioned once. No. Fuck off. Oh my god. What do you have to say now? Oh my god. Oh my god. Here we go. Let's listen to the tea, guys.
I was living in the attic.
Okay, so she was living in the attic.
It was a very hard time. I was depressed. Was still pretty sick.
Yeah, she had an STD.
And I came down one morning and they were dead. They were in bed and...
So she found the parents. Jesus Christ. Oh, here we go. Another video.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm quite a private person and I didn't want to get into the detail of the argument.
I need to look up argument, because what the fuck did y'all argue about? Okay, never mind. Guess we... I'm assuming the argument... What if the argument must have been about the cheating, right? Can't spell. Church. Grove. River. Park. Remember. Oh.
Okay. I'll try my best to remember.
There's no tattoo here. Sign. Prince. Street. Confess. Dirty. Weekend. I mean, like, considering the fact that we've already searched through 75% of the database, we are definitely slowly gonna be running out of words. Oh yeah, this was when Eve was essentially saying that they went to a hotel together. And Simon was like, yeah, no, I'm going on a business trip. Disgusting. Simon is disgusting. I don't understand how she could still refer to Simon as her prince when she knew.
My name?
Oh?
That was the only question I failed. Your lie detector works.
That's Eve. That's Eve. That doesn't that confirm this is your lie? What? Only question I failed. Oh my god. So that is confirmed Eve. Hannah must be dead.
And the hotel said he was there?
Hmm. Hmm. Insane. This is insane work. So interesting.
Nothing else happened that night. We talked, then I said goodbye. Then next week I was singing the bar again and there he was. And again the next week, he offered to buy me a meal. I told them I had already eaten, and so we got chips and ate them on the beach instead. When we said goodbye, he asked me to kiss him.
Fuck.
Romantic.
We got a achievement that says romantic. He asked me to kiss him. Disgusting.
Nothing else happened that night. We talked, then I said goodbye. Then next week I was singing in the bar again, and there he was. And again the next week, he offered to buy me a meal. I told him I had already eaten, and so we got chips and ate them on the beach instead. When we said goodbye, he asked me to kiss him. Romantic.
Yeah, she doesn't even look guilty. No, I don't want to play this again. Okay, beach. Kiss. Up. Up. Okay, this will be our last one for today. Like these last two videos.
Yes. I thought about telling Hannah. I felt guilty after the kiss.
So she did kiss him.
But then it began to feel like this was the way it should be.
No.
Sharing.
No.
Like we had before.
Girl.
He never mentioned her to me. There was the Simon with me and the Simon with her. It was almost like it was a different Simon.
Girl.
But
Girl, what the fuck? Okay, we'll do murder.
after the kiss, the next time, he took me back to the house, to our parents' house, to their house. So, it was definitely him. I sometimes think he wanted to get caught to prove to himself that we were different people. He told me about his marriage, told me how his wife was completely different to me. I almost burst out laughing.
She's so
After the
gross as a
kiss,
person.
The next time, he took me back to the house,
What the
to our
hell?
parents' house, to their house. So, it was definitely him. I sometimes think he wanted to get caught to prove to himself that we were different people. He told me about his marriage, told me how his wife was completely different to me. I almost burst out laughing.
I don't understand. Like, she has zero morals. Yeah, some are far away. Oh, wait. It's fine when both parties are aware and consent to it. At this point, this is cheating.
She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
What? What? Who are you? Because why would you have a steak and an apple tattoo if you're not Eve? But
What did your wife do? She didn't kill you.
what's she referring to? Why is she making it seem?
He was having an affair. Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
I didn't get another achievement, but what the fuck? Did he hear? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. What the I wrote kill twice. Right. Okay, how about a fair? Oh. I'm so invested, guys.
An affair?
Huh?
Simon wasn't having an affair.
Huh? Is this before she found out? Or like, who? What? What? Wait, what present? What do you mean?
You're reaching here. Oh, I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone.
I don't know about that.
Simon is dead. But I have my baby to care for. Why are you trying to make me sad?
Oh, percentage? I'm not sure.
Why
It only tells you in intervals because of achievements.
You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
The police officer cheated on. What the fuck? Why would you tell her that? What the fuck? Is this Hannah or is this? I already wrote cheat. I already looked up wife. Damn. Interesting. Okay. I need to remember at this image here for Wednesday. This kind of crazy how it's going so far. Very crazy how it's going so far. Hi. I know, right? I'm so intrigued. I can't wait for Wednesday because I need to know. I need to know what happens. I am so invested. This is like it's an insane amount of like information that we've uncovered. I am so like this game is good. This game is really good. Let me see like the I'm not gonna look at. I'm just gonna see how many achievements I have so far. 8 out of 13. 8 out of 13 achievements, guys. It is really good. No, whoever, like, they did an amazing job. We are getting close to the end. We have accessed 75% of the database according to the achievements. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see how far we get. I'm gonna play this on Wednesday. Fingers crossed that we finish it. Especially now because we spent, okay, let's say, give or take, we had 5 minutes of the intro playing whilst I set things up for stream. Then we had about half an hour of talking, meaning we've had over 3 hours of playing, and we have only, and that's like altogether, we have like what, 7 hours of gameplay. So that means 75. This game is probably going to be like 10 hours. Yeah, I think we just need like another 3 or so hours and we're fine. So Wednesday is definitely the day we're finishing the game. Even if I'm gonna end up staying up late, I will finish the game. We have to. I hope so too. I really want to know who it is. I can't wait. But thank you so much for tuning in and chatting. It was really lovely, really comfortable. I can't wait to have more streams where we could just like have lots of fun together. I hope so too. Fingers crossed. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful time zone wherever y'all are. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night. And yeah, thank you for tuning by. I'm glad it's cozy. I'm glad you guys are enjoying yourself. That is all I would want. Thank you so much. Kisses to you guys. Mwah. Bye-bye. Bye. Where's the ending third? Is bye.